Hello, hi, and welcome, peoples, persons, and background characters, to another episode of Spinning Tales, a podcast. Perhaps.
You're supposed to say maybe.
Maybe. A place where we acknowledge that we are all amalgamations of stories still being told and do our very best to draw out the storyteller in each of us. I am one of your hosts, Jess, and I am joined by my friend, Britney.
Hello.
Welcome one, welcome all. I'm also joined by a new friend of the show, Morph.
Hi, Morph.
Which is my first attempt at a crocheted buddy. Don't ask what he is. He is an animorph. He is whatever animal you think he is.
There's a lot of options.
I have a list of them.
I love that, like, someone was like, I want a stuffed animal. Which stuffed animal do you want? Yes. Yes, please. And she delivered so good. And he's got a comfy scarf. She made the scarf, too.
I did make the scarf, which is why it's all tattered. He's very comfortable to hold.
He's, like, whatever yarn you used, I need to buy some for my next project.
I'll see if I can remember where I got it. But,
Yeah.
like, the ears, too. My husband loves the ears because they're, like, a nice... There's nothing in them. They're just, like, a good shape.
It's really good stem material, I'm going to be honest. Just, you know?
Rub the lucky ear.
Yeah.
I really enjoy, like, I've been, like, sitting here, like, listening to a book or reading and just, like, with him on my chest or, like, watching a show on my projector. I don't actually have a projector. I'll be, like, here and, like, yes, perfect.
I want to make one that's weighted. I feel like that would be so good.
That would be so good.
Because you mentioned, like, having it on you while you're reading.
Yeah.
A weighted one.
Yeah.
Okay. We are starting. This is business.
Business.
What media have you intaken?
I started and stopped a lot of stuff. I remember texting you about some things or messaging you. Like, I started a K-drama from, I think, like, last year or the year before, called Lovely Runner. And I got to, I think it was episode 3, and I was like, oh, this is one of my pain points. I will not be continuing the show. And I didn't. And I'm mad about it because I'm like, oh, wow, this could have been really interesting. I really kind of want to see where it goes because this is a big thing. But I'm not going to watch it.
That's one I should watch, and then I'll give you a summary.
I would love if you could, because it literally, like, there's some stuff when I know I'm like, oh, this is going to both frustrate and break me. So I'm not going to do it.
Know thyself.
Yeah. The thing I hate most in, like, media is, like, I can't, like, force myself to continue to intake stuff that, like, genuinely frustrates me.
I just can't force myself to continue to intake things, even when I enjoy them sometimes.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
It's hard because, like, I like this, but we're sitting and it's been a long time. And I know that if I'm going to do anything else, I'm probably just going to go somewhere else and sit somewhere else. But I don't feel, like, locked into the thing. And it's even when things like anyway.
No, I totally get it. I think that's so interesting because, like, our ADHDs manifest differently, where I'm like, yeah, bud, let me just sit here for hours and do this one show that has 40 episodes. Each episode is 50 minutes long. I'm locked in. Don't ask me to watch a movie that's 2.5 hours long.
So I can hyperfixate. If I'm, like, crocheting and I have something going on in the background, I'm there.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like the same way. My husband did I tell you this story about how my husband made me watch the Dune movies?
Oh, yeah.
It was when the second one was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
He made me sit at home and watch the first one and didn't tell me how long it was. So I was sitting on that couch and I was like, wow, I'm going to watch this movie for my husband, and then we're going to get up and we're going to do anything else. And it never ended. And I was so mad.
It's still going on right now.
Yeah. And then we went, and I was like, just tell me what happened. This movie is so long. And then we went to the movie theater.
And it was even longer.
Anyway, I could sit that long. The Avengers movie I was into. In Endgame or whatever, and it was a really long movie. I was there. I was fine. Did not move. But Dune, I was really, I looked over at him and I was like, why did you bring me here?
This is upsetting in many ways.
Yeah, but we love him. Yeah.
You know what? Randomly, I've been thinking about doing, but I'm never actually gonna do.
We didn't set a timer. Yes.
It's fine. We'll finish very quickly. This is like really, really random and probably belongs in one of our extra episodes. But I like my husband, whom I love, has a lot of like things. He has a lot of things that he's like he hyperfixates on, and he like puts together lists and projects.
Yes.
And with lots of history and stuff.
Yes.
And there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, man, I wish you could share that with the internet so you didn't have to share it with me. But like honestly, I'm like no, I think like there's a lot of stuff and you want to talk to more people about this and get this out. And I was like, I wish that like he hates being on camera. He doesn't like it. And so like even our podcast that we have together, it's audio only because he would never. But there's stuff I was like, this should just like the way you're talking, you should just write this out as a video, like an essay, post it online in a blog or da-da-da. And I've like been playing with the idea of like, if you just write these, if you write the scripts for these, like I will put like I will create a YouTube that is just me deep diving into these things, and I will call it My Husband Says.
Oh,
well, I will not call it My Husband Says.
That's a good idea.
But like it would be like, hey, here's a bunch of like, here's a script written by my husband who knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, and I just really want to share it because it's his interest and I want to see more people talking about it. None of these, don't ask me questions. He will be in the comments. I am reading off of a teleprompter right now.
He should do like video essays, but you know how there's people who do the animatics instead of their actual pictures?
Yeah.
I think, and I mean, I love your husband for being so knowledgeable and like in depth with the things research he finds, that he does. Yeah.
He's so in depth.
Every time I have a music questions, every time I have a music question, I go to him. Every time I have a video game question or a movie question.
Yeah. It was really funny when you guys were all over the other day and you're like, wait, what's the difference between hard rock and rock and roll? And I was, no!
Literally. No,
it was
listen.
Like feeding a gremlin after night.
No, internet. You don't understand, because it was genuinely just an innocent question, because he was saying something about like, oh, this is punk rock, and I was like, no, but what is the difference between whatever? And it's like I had stolen her cat or started a fire. No, don't do it. And everybody just looks over, and Rodney did not look. He did not look. Her husband did not look. It was looking at me and started going. And I was like, thank you for the information.
Disregarded me completely.
And
he's like, no.
It didn't even take a long time.
It didn't take a long time.
He answered it in like 2 sentences.
It was you would have gone longer. But I was like, we have stuff to do. You can't do that right now. But like he has so many like really interesting like tidbits. I was like, I would love to just get that out there and like all your thought processes and stuff, and then have people like have a conversation, because it's like a community that I really wish he could find to be a part of, because our friends definitely, we all are varied in our tastes of media, of like that means music, TV, a bunch of stuff, and he has like such a niche that our friends definitely, there are definitely friends that partake and appreciate, but
not
like
fully.
Yes, right. And I was like, I wish he had like the ability. So sometimes, like I've been playing around with the idea, but it's like one more thing, and he wouldn't do the animatic thing just because that's who's drawing those things and who's editing it.
Yeah, it's true.
And he does have a YouTube that he no longer puts up, that he did with your husband and stuff, and they were 3-hour videos about wrestling in depth. It was him and there was 4 guys on it, and it popped off, bro. Like the views on those things were in the like thousands so quickly, because that again is a niche that people are really.
But it was a lot to edit, and he was very passionate. My husband, I remember him talking about like, that's Rodney's baby. Yes, right. And my husband likes wrestling, but he was also like, I just like hanging out with Rodney. Yeah, so I go and do it. Yeah.
No. And it's a lot of work. They would go and they would shoot for like 3 or 4 hours, and it would take him like a solid like 5 to 6 months to get a video out. Yeah. Because there would be things that he would make, and he was like, it took me 2 days to get this right. And he's like a perfectionist about stuff. So it'd be something where it's like, hi, I'm here and I'm doing the least amount of editing while reading these things and trying not to flub. Like, I would love to do that, but then he would have to take the time to like write out these things. So, but it's like a fun little side project that I'm like, I want to do this for him. because
It's nice
yeah.
to see your person excited about the things. I'm not a sports person,
Mm-hmm.
right? I did like some sports
Yeah.
in high school, but my husband did all of the sports
Every sport.
and loves them all, even the ones where you would look at him and be like, I don't know, we don't expect you here, right?
Badminton.
And if he hasn't played a sport and you challenge him to a sport, he'll take a couple of weeks to practice that sport to get really good at it so that he can be like he and I am like, we're gonna actively look for him to have more sports friends so he can be excited, because I like to listen to him, but I don't understand all the lore.
Yeah, it's that part. It's like, I want to be here for you, but the reaction that you would like for that really cool bit of history means nothing to me. And I want to be like, how big of a, oh really? Like, I don't want to be like, oh really? Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. But like, I want more people that will truly deeply appreciate it, that he can like,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's hard to like get out there and do that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a good chat.
That was a good chat.
And I think that now we can talk about what we're going to do today.
Okay, what are we going to do today? You're running this.
I
Captain Brit.
I'm so excited. Okay, so I really, 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 really wanted to revisit something that we did last season, right? I think we were calling it The Witch and the Warrior.
Yes.
But I think there was some play. We're not quite settled on the titles or whatever. But my character was called Tiwali.
Yes.
And your character was
Justice, but I was changing
the
it.
name.
Yeah.
So unknown for now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to revisit them. Right?
Okay.
So I've written a few different scenarios to choose from. We're going to take some time to discuss the options, and then we'll do 2 rounds of writing, right?
Okay.
After the first round of writing, you can choose if you want to switch to a different scenario or you want to continue writing the scenario that you started with.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it.
Okay.
Right? And we can discuss on when we want to read all of what we've written. Maybe we'll save it for the end.
Yeah.
That'll probably be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds fun. I'm also interested to see what your scenarios look like, if they're actually scenarios or they're vibes.
So don't come for me.
I said I was interested.
Do you want to jump into discussion right now? Okay, so the first one I have isn't a scenario, it's a question, but it's not one of my favorites, right? It's, what do they think about getting old?
Okay.
And I have, what is old to them? Is it good or bad to be old? But that one's not
So
really
so you have 2 scenarios.
That's not the one that I want to like do. I have So
you have 2 scenarios and a question to make it feel like you had more.
And no, I have one. Wait, hold on. How do I put this down? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
Okay.
And that was number 1.
Got it.
The second one, I guess, is more of a vibe, right? It's a scene from childhood.
Okay.
That's vibe. That's not quite a scenario.
Yeah.
Right? The third one is a scene with a mentor, and I have being reprimanded by or being consoled by.
Okay.
And then I have a scene with a best friend, and you can choose a childhood best friend or a current best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to know what the person is like with people that they trust. So I want to see a scene with someone they don't trust or a scene with someone they do.
Okay.
Do these all sound like vibes? These are all vibes instead of scenarios?
No. I think they're scenarios.
You get on me for not
being
structured
scenarios
all the time. Okay.
Here's the thing: your vibes are 4-paragraph long.
Right.
Your vibes are like, I want them a scenario in their childhood where they are with their parents and they're at soda shop, and you like have so much direction. We're like, it's a vibe, but really I'm telling you exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah. My bad. Okay. I'm being better. Okay, and the last one, I guess, really is just a series of questions.
Okay.
Which island does your character spend the most time on? Is it the island they were born on or not? And what is the culture like there?
That's interesting. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we definitely need to discuss some stuff, I think, before we hop in.
Yeah. We should, I think I forgot to say, is that we should probably review a little bit so that
Mhm.
the characters and the scenes are fresh on our and our background
Yeah.
characters'
So
minds.
I was thinking like I want to put up like these are the photos that we built off of.
Mm-hmm.
They are primarily AI created because we gave ourselves 5 minutes to look for stuff, and we definitely only took 5.
Only 5.
And so it was a quick search. I'm currently in a state of like I hate it. But I like the pictures and how they turned out and what we have. They fit our scope.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't do that again. I'd be like, we're gonna look for drawn things. So yeah, these are the pictures that built the world that we are in. Um, and we should review.
Yeah. We established that where our characters live,
Mm-hmm.
it's a series of islands kind
Yeah.
of put together.
I think I
right?
said like 32, 31, something like that. It was a
Yeah.
random number.
Yeah. And all of the islands are incredibly different. And in my mind, I am seeing one island that is like if this was a movie and we were putting in visually like the
Mm-hmm.
culture, right? It would be an island that's like primarily British.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd see a bunch of Japanese stuff in the shop, and then
Mm-hmm.
stuff from like West African villages, and
Yeah.
then all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd go to another one and it'd be primarily Japanese, but there's stuff from the British island
Right.
there because there's lots of trade, there's lots of commerce going back and forth, right? And so you can get very like multicultural
Yeah.
in terms of what you've got.
Yeah.
Right?
I was okay, so I like that. I was also thinking they're like somewhere between 17 and 25 like primary islands that are inhabited and livable. They're big in some way, but there are some islands that are like essentially what would be like 3 blocks wide.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not bigger or anything like that. And it's just like, oh, maybe this is like a one man's land or something like that. Or it's like it's so near one of the other islands that it's literally the shop island.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
Mm-hmm.
not like only shops are over here, but it nobody lives there. It is a bunch of shops.
Yeah.
It is a bunch of like eateries and different things like that.
Like when you go to downtown,
yeah.
right? Instead of it being like all in one on one, it's all on the continent. Sorry.
Yeah.
Instead of it all being on one island or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I got to take a quick boat or walk across the bridge,
Yeah.
and I get to Shop Island,
Yeah.
the downtown district.
Yeah, basically. So there's like main islands that are big and they're heavily with cultural, and then there's like auxiliary islands that like float around that not necessarily are really really close. Some are close, some are far.
Right.
Some are like in the right like season there's like a land bridge you can walk between, but
Mhm.
some are like get on a boat if you want to go there, you know,
Right.
like and some are like they're pretty small and they have like 1 or 2 families.
It's a grown woman learning how to ride a bike. I love that. I love that. Guys, no, and no, genuinely.
Yeah.
Get out there, do something new. Do something new, learn a new thing, make yourself uncomfortable with boundaries and in healthy ways. But like that's inspiring.
That's
I love
so
that.
inspiring. That's great.
Oh my god.
They're learning along with their kid, I think.
Yes.
That's
yes.
so wonderful.
Yeah. I will say she should have been wearing her helmet. The kid was wearing his helmet.
That's the boundary in
That's the kid was wearing his helmet.
Yeah.
Wear your helmet.
Wear your helmet.
Be the good example. Also, you it's gonna be harder for you to recover from falling down.
And hitting your
You
head.
should have some elbow pads.
Absolutely. You need something, buds.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so I just like that in my mind. That's where it is. There's like a bunch of islands that have like lots of really deep cultural history, and they've been, you know, whatever. And then there are some that are like there's like a small village on here, and they
Right.
don't have anything else. Because it like it wasn't good for like forming, like chopping down all these trees and building buildings or like doing whatever, like working through this. Like people can live here, but not very much else. Like you can't like
Make it industrial.
but these ones can be made industrial, and these one, you
Yeah.
know, so it like there's a lot of variety.
Yes, a lot of variety. I think there's going to be a lot of things that are very, very, very different.
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing the one that I was describing in the last time we were doing this as being one that is more isolated, right? Where it's like there's shops and there's some things from other cultures, but not as much here. People don't come here as much. The people here don't leave as much.
Yeah.
And so it's a smaller ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right. And there's going to be villages that are like that all over the place.
Yeah.
Other things established in the world we did. Your character doesn't speak to the wind directly, but the wind communicates with her.
Yes.
And helps guide her steps somewhat. There is a cat.
There is a cat
who is not chosen, but chooses people.
Yes.
And tends to choose people in your character's family.
Yes.
And will disappear, like, oh, this person died, the cat's disappeared. Oh, the cat's back. You've been chosen by the cat.
This is your cat now.
This is your cat now.
What you are this cat's now.
I don't want a cat. It's too bad it's chosen you.
It shows you because you're allergic, actually. It's kind of a dick.
It likes to see you suffer, actually. And for some reason, that cat, who your family has known for generations, has also chosen my character.
Right.
And there is a ring that the cat gives you.
Yes.
That it can use to, I guess, show you visions?
Yeah, so when you're dreaming, it can show you visions. And usually, at least in the way that I'm interpreting it, we aren't timing this, in the way that I'm interpreting it, is that the visions are usually telling you a location or somewhere to go to do something.
Right.
It's not necessarily...
It's like flashes of where to go, hints for your next move.
Yeah, not necessarily like this is what's going to happen in the future.
Right.
If you want to do that, I guess you can. But for me, I think how I was interpreting
I wasn't planning to do future vision.
Yeah, it was just like, you should go here or you should look for this person. Like you keep having dreams about this person. The location changes or something, but you're looking for this person. You're not looking for this place. And then there's a third person who the cat has also chosen.
Yes. Bear.
Urso? Yeah. Which I think it'll be interesting if we all have different names. I mean, like Bear, that's why. I think we said Urso.
We did.
But like your character makes names for people, so.
Yes.
Makes good.
Yeah. So I think with that review in mind, right? We had decided some things about our characters. My character is mostly quiet. It's like selective mutism.
Yeah.
Your character has learned patience.
Yeah.
And from the hint that we got from that last video was like, and it wasn't always a good time. She's had some hard lessons, I think.
Yes.
And so, I mean, that's most of what I know. What else should we know about your character?
An apothecary, I think, or a herbalist. Herbalist.
I say herb.
Herbalio. Travels around looking for different greeneries, browneries, colored reeds, reeds, to utilize in, I think like craft is an interesting word because I don't think it's like I'm using this for potion. It is very much like this stinging nettle mixed with this is like, it is very like based in, this is how herbs work. I'm not adding extra magic to it, but she does have magic in other ways. I think that was the thing. And
I don't want to pigeonhole you into this too early, but I'm very curious about her magic.
Yeah.
And her communication with the elements.
Yeah. I think
good.
The communication in general is like we were building a world where like the elements have like a direct, some kind of link, a direct tie to the world here, right? Because of the text post that was like, when you're calling out to the wind, when you're listening to the wind. And
the wind is I think what we established was the wind is the one that is most easily understood.
Yeah.
And so it is the one that most people have some sort of like communication with. Yeah. Right? Which makes sense. The wind makes itself known very much, right?
Because the wind can be soft and so, but the wind can never be tamed. You're not creating the wind. Whereas like fire is an element, but like it rages and it is really difficult to communicate with fire unless you build a fire yourself that is tamed fire, and that is not the right element of it. Right. So wind is the easiest element to, I feel like, communicate, and not easy because like hurricanes,
I think it is the one that most readily communicates.
Yeah.
And so everybody can feel the wind.
Yeah.
But not everybody can interpret the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pocahontas is now playing in my head.
Good. So I think we're out of time for the amount of time I wanted to spend on discussion before we jumped in. I think that was a good enough review.
Yeah.
You just got to decide what you're gonna write.
Yeah.
Openness.
I also want to like say that like in the same way we did with one of our last ones, we're like, we get to pick one of these, but we're not going to tell each other which one we pick. Is that why you did it this way? And
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you say we're not going to read them in between, or we are?
So I think I guess we shouldn't read it in between. I was thinking that if you were going to jump to another one, then we would get your reading.
Yeah.
But we'll wait till the end.
Yeah, to be like, okay, we get 2 different scenes or we get one, like you won't know.
Yeah. So we will write for, I put 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll discuss a little bit just how was that for you, check in.
Yeah.
Are you going to switch scenarios or no?
And I think even saying, did you add something to the world that we should know about? Like,
yes.
You know.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Okay.
We'll move around and we'll set our timer for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll stick to it. We'll stick to 20 minutes and 00 seconds.
Yes.
Because we are women of our word.
Because we're women of our Ford focuses. We don't have Ford focuses.
We don't. Okay. How was that 15 minutes for you?
Awful.
Awful?
I was a little tired and I was like, okay, we gotta look in. We know what we want to do. But I also, it wasn't awful. I also had to do a bunch of research. I've got a book on the shelf over there that I kept thinking like, I need to just get up and look through it. But I was like, no, that's not gonna be helpful right now. I'm just gonna have to like do some quick Googles. So it was interesting. It's another one of those things where I didn't get to the point. Where it's like, oh, there's the prompt. I'm working towards it. I'm working towards that.
Yeah. Yeah. I also technically answered a prompt while I was working towards a different one. So, there's that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. I do feel like it's just the start though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was the warm up to get stuff out. And now I can refine it or make something.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, yeah, I feel that. So it sounds like you may like continue with what you're doing.
I probably will.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine.
Very likely. Very, very, very likely.
I think that's the thing that was like interesting. It's like, okay, I'm building something here. Like I can feel that like happening pretty well. It's just darker in your corner.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know that I'm doing a lot of world building. I am doing some like craft building for her.
Okay.
So not necessarily magic, but like she has a craft. So
yes.
Yeah.
I also am not building the world at large. I think I'm establishing some characters and some dynamics between those characters. But I don't think I added anything that will affect anything that you write.
For sure. Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is nice that we're a little more. I think that every time we've written this so far, it's like separate. So
yeah.
That's nice. They're not interacting. They don't need to interact right now. So
no.
Yeah.
My scene is also her younger than what I wrote her before.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of want to hop in. I feel like you want.
I'm ready to hop in. I allotted like 10 minutes for discussion between this, but there's nothing that we need to inform each other of.
Yeah.
You can shut up and let me write.
For sure. Are we going to do another 15 or are we going to do 20?
We should do 20. Thank you. Thank you.
There's
an extra, that extra fine.
Okay. Brittany, we're done. Hey.
I know we're done.
Hey, we're done.
Okay, yeah, it's just as you were typing, I realized I think I want this one sentence to go somewhere else. But it's okay, we are back.
We're back.
Should you go first this time? Since I went first last time?
Did you go first last time?
Yeah, probably.
Last time we recorded today or last time we recorded these characters?
Oh, no, it doesn't actually matter. I want you to go first.
Okay, but I guess it's like...
I can go first.
No. It's I think it's like because did you continue or did you
I continued.
start something else? So it's just like I can go. So are you gonna
Did you
when
do
you
two?
when you read yours? Are you gonna read it all the way through?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it all the way through.
Okay.
I'm gonna read mine all the way through. I'm gonna read my prompt and then I'm gonna read it all the way through.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I did too.
Okay.
So I'm like, how do we want to do this? One of mine, your whole thing, and then one of mine.
Oh, you did two different ones. Got it. No, you should read both of them.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
should go first so that you can make edits and not listen to me while we go.
Yeah. Give me one more second, because I was done. I really was done. But then I was like, oh, I could move that, and then it gave me more.
Okay. So I did my first prompt because I am a good listener and I like to be different. And I did the first prompt, the one that you didn't like so much.
What do they think about getting old?
Yeah. She's like, I don't really care for that one. And I was like, okay, well. So yeah, I did. What do they think about getting old? And I sort of got to the point eventually.
Oh.
And
we love the points.
It was like, so I started this one and I was like, am I going to continue this? I might continue this. And then I finished what it was. I was like, no, I want to do another one. So like, not half, but the first portion of our second thing, I was still working on this. And then I switched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, also my character's name is Havel. And she goes by Vel.
Vel. Oh, I like it.
So Vel pulled her pestle away and looked into the bowl of her mortar. She lifted the stone bowl and allowed the pressed out oils to slosh a bit before pouring it into her freshly potted Illipe butter. The fragrance of eucalyptus and mint wafted to her nose, and she scrunched up her face. She would slip in some waterflower petals to mellow out the scent before she gave it to Granduncle Mattis. The thought of the aging man had her face falling. His pain seemed to be getting worse every day. He tried to pretend that it wasn't getting to him, but it was obvious to anyone who bothered to look. He used to walk the village edges every day, rooting out the young folk up to no good, he would say. But really, he was just a big gossip wanting to know what everyone was doing, and not above tattling to families on people's actions. It used to be that if you needed to know where someone was in the village, you just needed to ask him, and he would find them in minutes. He didn't go for walks anymore, and that bothered her. Something she would never admit to the old man, because if he got wind of it, she would never live it down. But she could do this for him. Make a salve so it would be easier on him. It would not take his pain away, but it would help some. Vel did not like watching the people around her getting old. It was something she had no control of, obviously, but it made her feel anxious. It was an inevitability, and as a healer of sorts, she was often around the ailing and dying. She had hoped when she started this craft that it would get easier and the anxiety would be lessened, but no. Yeah.
I just realized they couldn't hear my hms.
They could.
I like her.
Yeah.
I think that's I like this old man.
Yeah.
I really like this old man. This
Oh,
old gossip.
Don't like him too much.
I will clearly don't get attached.
Do not get attached.
Yeah. Oh, I like that she cares for people.
Yeah. And that's one of the things she does. She's like, I'm going to make these things. You looked up, you were like, made a face when I said the lupe butter. I looked up because I was like, if you're going to put something in a cream, you need to make a cream. And I was like, shea is an option. Cocoa butter is an option. But I was like, what other options are there? And there's there's mango butter, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this lupe is from a nut of some sort. And I was like, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. And I was like, we're doing it.
I hope it's not food. And
You can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess just like with mango.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Good.
So, they mix some oils to just kind of have some relief.
Yeah. Okay. Some good old fashioned naturopathic healing.
Yeah.
Right? Which, I mean, at this point, it's not healing because he's
it's
aging out, right?
Yeah. It's comfort.
More comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you spent some of your time on the second one, finishing that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it was good. It was worth the time. But I wonder what you wrote. What was your second prompt?
So I almost was gonna meld them and have it be like, okay, then a mentor comes in and is like, "What are you doing? Da da da. You shouldn't be adding those things. He blah blah blah." Like, I thought it might be an interesting way to like just continue the scene, but then I was like, I don't want to do that, so I didn't, and instead I went, "What is this person like with someone they trust?"
Okay. Okay.
Different. Is that something that you did?
No.
Oh,
I did. We chose completely different ones.
nice.
Yeah. I'm happy about that.
This one, I didn't use the whole time for, so I didn't get to the point.
So it doesn't matter anyway.
It does. Like, I wanted to spend some time doing something else with it, but this is where we're at. So, here's part 2. Would you slow down? Havel half shouted as she huffed up the steep incline of the street. Some of us only have 2 legs. The feline she was in pursuit of paused for only a second and looked back with a flick of one ear before taking a running leap and clambering up a low-slung wall and dashing forward. "Roshani!" Vel screeched, stopping in her tracks to press herself against the wall and catch her breath. The blasted cat did not stop or turn back this time, but instead ran half the length of the wall before darting into a courtyard. Vel could see over the wall and watched as the little beast trotted up to a door of an eatery just as it was opening and waltzed straight in. "Crap!" Vel snapped as she caught her second wind and made her way to the restaurant and let herself in. The place was not very big. It was one room, a large kitchen-like area against the far wall with a large stove and at least 3 pans being fired on them. A few feet in front of that was a large island that served as a sort of counter where food was being served up by the giant man working the stoves. And he was giant. Even from where she stood at the entrance, she could tell that standing before him, her head would reach the bottom of his sternum. His arms were thick and corded with muscles that bespoke of an occupation other than cookery, though his hands had burns and scar marks all over them. His long dreaded hair was braided and twisted into a haphazard bun, tilting dangerously on the left side of his head, and he had a knife pointed out at Vel's pesky, jewel-eyed feline. Vel rushed over, intent on snatching the cat up, where it sat on the ground in front of the counter aisle. "No, you know the rules, Whiskers. You're not allowed in here during business hours." The man snapped at the cat, knife stabbing the air in front of it and then flicking toward the door. "Out!" The man noticed her then, and the knife suddenly disappeared from his hand. "Oh, hello. Welcome. What are you in the mood for?" But Hevel was entranced by the ring on his finger that matched the one on her own.
Ooh. Ooh.
Reading back over that, I really disliked it. Like, not the scene, but it was just like, and then. It was
Okay.
it was just like literally reading it. I was like, this needs so much editing. I was just getting thoughts out.
Well, that's and we gave you 20 minutes and you took like 10. You're fine.
Yeah. I was like,
so it needs editing, but
it
that's
needs a
okay.
lot.
I really like the Whiskers. Very familiar.
Yeah.
And then the ring. Wait a minute. Very good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, okay. And the thing that I wanted was like, what I was trying to get to was like her, like Vel meeting with the cat and being like, "I'm here. You kept showing me this place. I'm here. What are we doing?" And then the cat just like walking and you're like having to follow and talking at the cat. The cat is the trusted individual.
Yeah.
But I like kind of went to the end of it where it's just like, how much farther are we going? And it was to get to
This eatery.
Yeah, to get to this eatery, which is run by Urso. And I would have liked to have like a scene where it's like, "What are you doing?" and just like talking at the cat and the cat doing like cat things, like it would be the other half of the sentence.
Yeah.
Or the other half of the conversation, but I just didn't do that.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, it did some like, okay, I'm waiting. Go.
Yeah.
It was a legit my speed or no speed.
Yeah.
Type situation.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
It's because I was like, I want this conversation to happen. I think if I had more time, it would absolutely the conversation with the cat. But I was like, but I also want it to end in this place.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision, and I was like, a little of both, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's good. You also added to the world a little bit. Like we know what Urso's eatery looks like. I do think that, like, so in my mind there is a back room for like storage and stuff where he can like go. Question, does he live in a separate place or does he live like above the eatery?
I don't know. I have no
Okay.
idea. I don't know.
Okay.
This could be just on one of the islands that is for stuff,
yeah,
and
that's
so he
true.
could live somewhere else.
That's true.
Oh, my leg.
Yeah.
And
How did Urso get his ring?
yeah.
But I love this. I love this. In your mind, is this before or after she meets Warrior?
I think it would. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it's before.
Yeah.
I think that
Because they're yeah.
I think that Rashani would like probably be like, let's get you introduced to someone else first, because Tawali is a little bit all over the place, and so you need to already be like, I've had this. What, you have a ring? Blah, 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 with somebody who actually have a conversation with you.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I think this is the first time that she's ever seen somebody else have a connection with the cat at the same time, like the other people in her family have, you know.
But it's a different kind of connection.
Yeah.
None of them get a ring.
Yeah.
And they all just like talk to the cat. The cat deals with them and eats their food.
Yeah.
Right? But doesn't send them visions.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's just like, what? How has this always happened? I think there'd be a conversation being like, have you always cheated on my family? Like, how many others are there?
Yeah.
Or like, what is,
all over these islands?
Yeah.
Loose cat.
And it's like, how many are there? Blink once, blink twice, 2, blink a third time, 3, licks paw, 3.
That's funny. That's the scene.
Yeah,
that's the scene.
That's like the thing. I was like, it's gonna be a lot of like,
and so then it's like, so there's one more that's out there. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What do you mean? And then be funny is like, Urso is like, are you talking to the cat? Like, you'll get used to it. I've been dealing with this since I was 12.
Right.
How long have you known? You called them Whiskers? Roshani is.
That's not even the name of a cat. It's not even a name. It's just a feature that cats have. How dare you?
Do you call all things with whiskers whiskers? I do.
I do actually, yes. I like Urso already. I mean, we loved him from the picture.
We did love him.
He's a big, friendly guy.
He's big. He's friendly. He's definitely only ever cooked before. Oh no, man. Oh no.
No, that man has.
Where'd that knife go?
He has a past. That's what I was wondering. And that's the question: is like, did the knife disappear?
Yeah.
Because magic, or did the knife disappear because he so quickly like,
Yeah.
I better not be threatening an animal in front of somebody.
Yeah,
that's weird.
So that was the thing in my head. I was like, I'm good. That was the bell was over, and I used the word despair. I was like, I don't know if that's the right word. But that's the word where we're gonna be. So I haven't made a decision. Of one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll wait for that. Okay. Very nice. Thank you for adding to the world. I ended up writing a scene from childhood while being reprimanded by a mentor with a best friend.
Okay. You did all 3. You said you were doing all 3.
Okay. Tiwali's anger continued to flare red hot, even as her butt hit the ground and her weight continued to carry her over. Tikoli laughed as she tumbled feet overhead before her body came to rest face down in the dirt. She knew that her body would still be hurting tomorrow. She looked over at Tikoli, sitting on the side of the makeshift ring. His face was alight with mirth as squeals left his lips. His hands gripped the quarterstaff laying across his lap, and Tiwali could see that he was eager to jump up and take his turn. Her body might be hurting tomorrow, but maybe she could save her ego today. She growled, slamming a fist on the ground before pulling herself to her feet. She was not out yet. She searched around and spotted her quarterstaff. It had not landed far from her, but she knew that just letting it leave her hands would be points against her. Your attack was impulsive, your defense was weak, and your recovery too slow. Tiwali did not respond. She quickly stepped over to grab the quarterstaff and took up her stance. In the time it took you to reach your weapon, your opponent has sliced you through. Tiwali kept her stance and twirled her weapon before bringing it down, the sign to say that she was ready to begin a match. But the teacher was not in a fighting stance. They were standing straight backed with their hands behind their back. They stared silently at her. Tiwali spun her weapon, staring defiantly at her teacher. Why do you waste my time? Tiwali spun the staff again, bringing it down at her opponent. The fight is over. You're already dead. Tiwali spun the weapon again, anger fading away to desperation. Why do you grab your weapon now, dead girl? She spun the weapon again, her vision beginning to blur as tears began to form in her eyes. She blinked them away quickly. Tears would only cloud her vision, making it harder to defend herself. You have disgraced yourself by refusing to listen to instruction. Even more, you die with shame. You should know by now that if you are to die, you should at least die with your weapon in hand. Her specific instructions had been something about slowing down and being calm. Do not attack recklessly had been said to her more than once this week. Those were instructions Tikoli never got. She had only lost control for a second. This was not fair. She spun her weapon again. That is it. That is all. Tikoli, it is your turn. Join the circle. Tikoli walked silently to the circle, no longer laughing. He did not look at Tiwali as he joined the circle, took his stance, spun his weapon, and brought it down toward the teacher. The teachers took their stance and returned the gesture. They began to circle each other as hands wrapped around Tiwali's arms and pulled her to the side. Tiwali watched as Tikoli practiced.
I really like that.
I liked it too.
I liked it a lot. Yours was much better. I think Tiwali is so much more interesting as a character. I'm sorry, Val. Sorry, Val.
No.
Sorry,
no.
babe.
I disagree with that. I like magic. I like stuff.
There was no magic or stuff in that. This is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really strong, like, you have so many really strong characters. Anytime we're doing this, I say, as this is the second time, but like, it's so strong. Even like what are you doing, dead girl? And I'm like, okay, bro, maybe chill.
Babe, calm down.
Maybe
calm down.
Maybe get some, what are we doing, bro? But it was like, like you could see what was happening. I was like, I can see where the teacher and where the frustration would come from and different things like that. And even like she'd been told these things, but her friend hadn't been. So, you know, whatever, like, oh yeah, impulsive. I get it. But it was really well done. It was really well done.
Thank you. Tiwali is fun to write.
Yeah.
She is fun. And I like this world that we're building around her. I didn't explore the world very much.
Yeah.
More this a specific character.
Yeah.
And like
it makes me very interested about the place that she's in, because we had talked about last time where she's like kind of ostracized from like where we are. And it's like she is very in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like, okay, like she's part of a community right now, and that means something, you know, especially since we know that later she's not going to be a part of a community. And that builds the world in its own kind of way, right? Like that there's like, okay, there was a before and there's an after.
Yeah.
You know,
and there is a way that you can apparently basically never be talked to again.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Or another. And we don't know what that is.
Like a cultural shunning, like that is like, except that's so interesting. I think that's really, really cool. Like I'm like scared to see like what that looks like in
I'm
a
scared
world,
to
like
write
an
it.
honor bound world, you know,
Yeah.
like what, like, which is what it seems to be.
It's what it's shaping up to be. I didn't like plan it on purpose, I guess, but like after writing the scene, I'm like, that is this culture that she comes from.
Yeah.
Right. And I do really like if you die with your weapon in hand.
Yeah.
Like I like the whole thing. I wish someone else was writing this so that I could just have it. You know what I'm saying?
Fully formed in my hands.
Just have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to create it.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting as well, like putting this against the one that you wrote previously, where she's like, I fought those bandits because they started it, but then I took their stuff. Like, and it's like where it is in this kind of line, like I just, you know, like what are the rules of in combat?
Yeah, combat engagement or whatever. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's a lot of like building that you are doing that is really interesting, because it is also going to be like, we live in the same world, but they're so different. Our worlds are so different in how we move through them.
That's one of the things I like about the world that we created, is there can be so much different things going on.
Like background really matters.
Yes.
It's not just like, I come from a poor family, I come from a rich family. It's like, no. Very different backgrounds.
There is a culture to this.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. Yeah. It's good. I don't know why you needed a handshake after that.
I didn't. You did the handshake.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't know why I decided you needed one.
I don't know.
I feel I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too.
Yeah.
I really like yours. Tiwali is really cool.
Yeah.
And sad. I'm seeing sad is happening.
Which is a twist.
Yeah.
Very much a twist.
Yeah. I feel like mine is not sad. I think she's probably a little obstinate.
Yeah. But I like yours feels so whimsical. And I do like whimsical.
Whimsical is nice.
Whimsy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we are going to be returning to these characters again.
Maybe.
Because nope, definitely. I want more. And I want to build more. I want to see what the different islands are like.
Yeah.
I want to design recipes.
Yeah.
From the different islands. One of my favorite things to do is like try fusion foods, right? I have a friend who is Korean, right? And we had another friend who was Mexican, and we made bulgogi quesadillas.
Delicious.
Oh my god.
When I wasn't allergic to beef, delicious.
Oh my god. It was so good, right? And so there's all sorts of things like that. Like you made me Chinese noodles and you put some other stuff with it.
Yeah.
And there was like Korean side dishes.
Yeah.
And like I love the bringing of things together.
The different flavors being like
yeah. And so I'm really excited. This is not important at all. Right? It's not going to be on the page. You guys aren't going to get to enjoy it at all, but to like play test recipes from Urso's shop.
We'll just be like, so here's some clips we're entering of us eating some things from Urso's shop.
Yes. But I mean, just the whole thing, it just feels so fun.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. Yeah. I'm excited.
Nice. I'm excited too.
Yeah.
To hear more about Tuali. Ow. My hip just busted out of my socket.
It's not supposed to do that.
Havel, I need something.
I think you need Urso for that. Pop the bone back in.
Eek. Nope. But yeah, okay. This was fun. This was a good set of writing that we definitely took the right amount of time on.
It was a good exercise. We didn't go overtime at all. We are so good at that.
We're so good at that.
And next time is going to be even better. And we will probably take even less time.
Yeah.
We'll stop before the timer even goes off.
Yeah. I mean, we did that for the last one.
That's true.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. It evens out, you know? Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for now.
We'll see you guys later. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.